Okay, we are set up now for turn 3. I've written some new orders in my chicken scratch as usual, taking hopefully not too long to do this. Alright, the French are going to continue to do the same thing with the armored foot and the heavy crossbows. Skirmishers have been ordered to advance 8 inches and fire at enemy skirmishers and to avoid melee. Medium horse are to slowly advance behind the skirmishers, staying approximately the same distance, so about 4 inches I wrote down. And then heavy horses to follow the medium horse as was before. So pretty straightforward French orders. English side changed things up considerably. They said that the heavy cavalry on the right is now to form up on the right side of the other heavy cavalry. Same orders otherwise, right? So they've got the same priority order to look for that heavy horse and engage them only in open ground. Leftmost skirmishers are to move into bow range, that's their best estimate, of the leftmost block of enemy skirmishers and fire. Do not advance beyond the edge of the broken ground. So these guys are probably going to shift left so these guys can get into bow action. We'll see how many shots they actually get to take. And then the center skirmishers are to shift left and south. Left is east, so north is this way, south is that way. East is this way, and west is that way. So they are going to shift east and south 9 inches and then fire at the enemy skirmishing block. What I wrote down specifically was fire at one enemy skirmisher block nearest center of field. So we'll see how that actually works out in practice. Armored foot and heavy foot are both to advance 6 inches, so they're going to stay in line with each other. And the irregulars are to tighten up / form up to the right of the heavy foot. So they're going to move this block over. They're either going to face, there is no provision in these rules for facing changes, but they're going to move closer to the heavy foot instead of staying on the right flank of the heavy horse as originally ordered. Okay, that's it for the orders. I'm going to move the pieces now and then get back with us. Interesting. So I continue to wheel down here for the armored foot. And I was like, I'm going to move the skirmishers next. Advance 8 inches and then take shots, right? Easy, 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 easy. By the way, my eyeball is exactly on. It's right at the edge of the broken ground here, and then this guy has drifted a little bit. He's a little bit southward. But here, I did not, as a general, think about the fact that these guys are in broken ground. So for these guys, it's going to consume a greater proportion of their movement. Therefore, it's likely that's going to cost them one of their bow shots to advance the 8. So I'll do the math on it later. In broken ground, Lightfoot can move a total of 12 inches. So if we're moving 8, we're moving 2/3 in the movement. Oh, that makes it easy, right? Moving 2/3, they're losing 2 of their bow shots. So they're down to 1 shot. Easy peasy. But again, when you write these things up, especially if you put the orders under duress, where you have a time limit on doing the orders, you often end up with these kind of circumstances. I'm going to just keep these guys in the broken ground. Well, no, I'm going to, it's just not, it's not an exact science. So, yeah, let the chips fall where they may. These guys get to it kind of breaks their formation temporarily, getting in and out of the farm field, which anybody that's marched in formation across irregular terrain knows that things just don't go swimmingly all the time. So I thought that was worth starting the video back up. So here we see the disposition of the troops from the English side of the battlefield. I hope that the labeling helps those of you at home that are trying to follow with this battle to better understand what's going on the field. And we are about to take our first shots in the middle.